I do have a script for you guys, but I don't actually feel like I can send it to you, but I actually feel like we don't need it.
You have to whisper into the mic.
Okay.
Because when you project, it gets really echoey.
How about this? I'll lower my gain. Is that a little better?
No,
yeah, but
no,
then you
no,
have
no.
to talk more loudly into your mic.
No, it's literally, it's not mic level. It's not that you're too loud in the mic. It's that when you speak louder, you echo. Whereas if you just speak right into the mic.
I'm going to do my Terry Gross voice.
Exactly.
Okay. Hi.
Can we actually all do that? Can we actually all just have a sort of quiet episode?
Hi.
Sure.
Hey.
I'd actually love that.
Hey, welcome.
Hi.
I think it's really important that you all know that I've never actually listened to Fresh Air, but I have seen the sketches on SNL where they spoof it. So
Yes.
Sweaty balls.
Sweaty balls.
Hi, welcome to Material Concerns. This is a Material Concerns episode of Material Girls. I'm Hannah McGregor.
I'm Marcel Cosman.
And I'm Hannah Rehack, aka Coach. And we are so excited to do part 1 of this episode with you now.
We're so excited. I don't know what we're doing, but I'm going to follow your lead.
I'm going to be honest. I never know what we're doing because I never look at these scripts ahead of time.
Oh, no, me neither. I just don't know where the script is now.
Yeah, it's in our folder, but you guys don't really need it because, again, I got your back.
You got us.
Coach has been doing improv all morning and she is ready to fucking go.
So true. I have been doing improv all morning with high school students. I'll kick us off with my check-in, which is that I have been doing improv all morning with students. They came an hour late to the workshop, which meant that I brought an energy that was totally unhinged because I had 2 hours of material to do in an hour with 15-year-olds who are way too cool for me. They're using phrases like cooked.
New York 15-year-olds.
Yeah, and you know what? They're Staten Island 15-year-olds, so they weren't horribly moneyed in a way that I've encountered before. I mean, maybe they were, but they didn't reek a bit the way that some of them sometimes do.
Yeah.
We had a great time, and now I'm recording in the least acoustically beneficial room in New York. They have these sound panels that just do nothing.
They're just decorative. Sound panels.
Yeah.
Wow. They do nothing. This is the goggles, they do nothing.
Oh, is that a Simpsons reference?
It is.
Yeah. Yes, now I know.
Yeah.
Okay, how about you? How are you two doing? What's going on?
Marcel, go ahead.
Can you see my campaign sign behind me?
Beautiful.
That's the one that I didn't use. That's the pink one. I used the teal one instead. And everybody told me I wasn't allowed to have two-tone signs. One color on one side, a different color on the other. They were like, no, it'll be confusing.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, fine.
I also have to tell you that pink and teal is also the color scheme that I choose for almost anything that I need to brand. And my colleague, Stacy, who is about a decade younger than me, refers to this as my millennial aesthetic. So did you know?
I didn't know. That's really funny. Huge millennial energy right here. So my update is that it's the final stretch. Election day is on Monday. When is this episode going to come out?
The day after Election Day. So as people are listening to this, we hypothetically know whether or not you're a school board trustee now.
Oh my gosh. So listeners, as you're listening to this, look it up.
Yeah.
Just do a little Google. Edmonton Public School Trustee.
Check Marcel's Instagram. She'll probably post about it.
Who knows? Depends how it goes.
Yeah, I guess so.
Good luck. They'd be lucky to have you, Marcel.
Thank you. That's my update.
I was telling Marcel before we started recording that I'm so impressed with all the endorsements that she's getting. She's getting like big deal endorsements from like all of the serious lefty and labor organizations, and their descriptions of her just like, this is a serious activist who's done her homework and knows how this works and is and I'm like, so proud of you.
Oh.
It's wild.
Nobody's called me a serious activist.
Yes.
I feel like that labor union that just endorsed you said something to that effect. The one that you just posted about.
Yeah. Said that you have like activist experience. One of them did. One of them definitely called you an activist.
It's just me in the comments being like, and she's got activist experience. Not to mention, And let me just say, I'm your nerd, your campaign nerd.
You guys are so cute. Hannah, how are you doing?
I am doing okay. If you are listening to this when it drops Tuesday morning, I am currently giving a talk. But where we are in actual time and space, that talk's not written. And the thing is that between now and Tuesday, I don't know when that talk is going to get written. It's tricky is the thing, is I've got a lot of sort of stuff sort of already on the docket for this week.
Totally.
And I really thought I'd just be able to hammer it out yesterday. I'm a really fast writer. So I was like, I'll just get this done. I didn't. I really didn't. Like, I didn't come close to getting it done.
I mean, they tried.
I tried. Like, I worked on it for 7 hours. It's just that in that 7 hours, I got 15 minutes of a talk written.
Of an hour-long talk?
Uh-huh. And I don't have another 28 hours or 21, I guess, if the ratio continues. I have another 21 hours available. So the rest of it's going to happen way faster.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling a little about that.
Mm-hmm.
A little oops, a little yikes.
A little like yikes about that.
Yeah, a little yikes about that. But you know, whenever I'm feeling really freaked out about getting something done on time, I remind myself that I've never not gotten something done.
Hell yeah.
So clearly it'll happen at some point.
It's all already done. Like,
Mhm.
we're already in the future. People are listening to this. They're like it's already done. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's already done.
It's already done.
Yeah.
So
It's just
now
that
that's
between now and then,
Amazing.
I do have to do it.
horrible.
How do you feel, Hannah, about video clips in your talks? Might I suggest?
My talk
Begins with a hype reel.
My talk is called The Queer Art of Fucking Up in Public.
Also, you only need 15 minutes. You just do it, and then you're like, whoops. I left the rest. I didn't do the rest of it.
my bad.
Modeling it.
Model it.
I'm modeling what that looks like.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yeah. So,
And now it's time for questions.
yeah. Well, it's an hour-long talk, and then there's 45 minutes for discussion.
Load.
That's so egregious.
I got a question. Why didn't you finish your talk? That's
Yeah,
me. That's
yeah.
me at the talk.
Yeah. Hard to say. It's because I actually took the whole long weekend off, and I had such a good long weekend. I saw a bunch of friends and did a bunch of really fun things. And then on Monday, which was a holiday here in Canada, I was like, oh, it's like a free work day. I'll catch up on some work. But then I woke up and I felt really inspired to finally do a bunch of little household tasks that I've been delaying. And so I did little household tasks all day, and it was very satisfying and felt really good. And I was really pleased with having done them. And now I'm
That was a
This is
mistake.
why I haven't done those household tasks.
but now all of my earrings are hung up all cute.
Use it. Use it in the talk.
I'll use it in the talk. I'll give them a home tour as part of the talk. It's via,
That's what I'm saying. Video
via
clip.
Teams. So
Yeah. Oh.
yeah.
Well, that was our check-in. Loved it. Learned a lot. And now the first thing we have on our docket is creature report.
Oh,
So important.
I'm ready.
Oh
We're
my
kicking
God,
it
okay.
off.
Coach, activate creature report. Creature report. Creature report. Creature report.
Scope updates, scope updates, scope updates, scope updates.
Okay, Marcel, go.
Okay. So listen, you guys know that I've been door knocking.
Hell yeah.
So I've met a lot of creatures.
That
Met a lot
rules.
of creatures that aren't my creatures. Some creatures are very good, and some creatures are very bad. And sometimes the children who answer the door when they shouldn't don't know that their creature is very bad. And then they
Yeah.
open the door, and then the creature comes out and barks
Escapes.
and growls in my face. And that's really scary.
Oh,
That's
scary
bad.
dog encounters with people's bad dogs are intense.
Bad.
Yeah, that was a lot.
When I lived in Edmonton, my next door neighbors were kind of a slum house who had a lot of feral yard dogs.
Oh, yeah.
And
Mhm.
sometimes I would come home and there would just be a feral yard dog in the road. And sometimes I would think it was one of the feral yard ducks, but actually it was a coyote.
That's
Coyote,
so real.
less scary than feral yard duck.
That's so real. Yeah, because a coyote will run away from you.
Yeah, that's the Edmonton vibe right there.
But the creature that I want to tell you guys about, I'll upload a picture to the Slack. And then if Coach wants, they can put it on social media. But there was one day door knocking and there was just like a yard full of quails.
No, actually.
I saw
So
this.
unexpected.
I saw this.
Really
You
did
said
not
I
see
read
that
the
coming.
comment first because it was gallery. And I was like, that can't be right. And then I scrolled through and I was like, well, it's some sort of small game bird.
Wait, I need to look it up.
It's just, and there was like one mama bird and then like a dozen little ones, but they weren't chicks. They were like teenagers and they just like ran in a pack. And I was like, what is happening? Where am I?
This is so awful.
The city is so big. There's some kind of game farm in the middle of the suburbs. Yeah, that's the creature report. Quails?
Quails?
Pheasants?
I don't think I can even picture
We can
one.
post the picture and somebody can tell us if they're quails.
'Kay.
Because I had the same experience looking at your photo and being like, wait, what?
Bird.
Quails?
But like a particular kind, like a pheasant-like bird.
Pheasant-like bird.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. You know the kind.
They run in packs.
Yeah. And they go sort of when they
Yeah.
run.
Yeah, exactly.
I just got chills. I
Yeah.
fully got
Are
chills
you
'cause
scared of
that.
birds?
No, but no.
Then why is describing a bunch of
A
cute little
pack
birds
of birds
giving
going
you
the
chills?
I don't know, like the
That's the cutest sound the little guy's legs can make.
Not if there's blood coming from their mouths, which is how I pictured them.
Why is there blood coming from their
Just
mouths?
kidding. I don't know, I think like the scuttling. I think, you know what? It's being around too many cockroaches that this physical motion makes me think
so
of
right.
scuttling.
Oh yeah, and there is always blood coming out of their mouths.
And in New York, the cockroaches are the size of quails.
Yeah.
They really are.
Yeah. In New York, if something scuttles, you're in danger. But in Edmonton, you're fine.
It's probably a quail.
Yeah, I have a different relationship to squirrels now.
It's probably just a
Yeah.
quail.
It's just a
It's
quail.
fine.
No
It's just
worries.
a quail.
Just a quail.
Yeah. It's all good. I was hanging out with my pal Amy in New West, and we were standing on the edge of the Fraser River,
Mhm.
and she was like, "Oh, look at that!" And there was just a seal swimming in the river. And then the seal decided, like, I think was having like fun hunting, and so it was
Yeah.
doing some like rolling splishy splashies in the
Cute.
water, and it rolled.
That's so
It
cute.
was so good.
love
It
that.
was so good.
I love
But
seals.
the actual creature report that I want to share is this dog that I encountered. My cats are doing great. The cats are doing great. The weather's getting colder, and so they both want to be sleeping physically on me or as close to me as possible at all times. So everything's very cuddly, which is cute.
That's ideal.
Okay, so I was going to Live For, my favorite vegan bakery in Vancouver, and with friend of the pod, Lucia. And there was a dog outside with its owner, I don't remember his name, but he was a boy dog. This is not relevant to the story.
All dogs are boys.
All dogs are boys, all cats are girls. This is just science.
The two genders, cat and dog.
Cat and dog, yeah. And this dog was huge, like deerhound sized,
Deerhound.
with like a similar build. So like long limbed.
Mm-hmm.
I would say so, like mid-length black fur, like a little shaggy, but not like Afghani, just like a little shaggy black fur, and like a long nose, very long snoot. This dog looked like he was designed by Tim Burton. This dog looked like a shadow came to life and became a dog.
Shadow came to light.
This dog had spooky Halloween energy. And I was like,
so fun.
this dog is so beautiful. I said, can I say hi? And she said, oh yeah, he's such a suck. And it turns out this dog is like hugely social and friendly, and immediately wanted to come over and did that big dog thing where he leaned against you. You know, when they lean
Yeah.
against you, when they're just
Yeah.
like, we're
So
friends
cute.
now, and then they lean their huge body on
So
your
sweet.
legs. I was like, you're Unheimlich shadow dog. Is so friendly.
Oh, Poor dog probably gets dismissed for being creepy.
Absolutely not. This
I'd
sounds
probably
so
I'd get
beautiful.
body chills when I saw that dog
You
instead of going
would.
up to that dog.
You would.
What was the dog's name?
I don't know.
Damn. What do you think the dog's name should be?
The dog's name should be Tim Burton.
Tim Helena Bonham Carter Burton.
The dog's name should be Helena Bonham Carter. The dog's name should be When Married, Tim Burton and Helena Bonham Carter lived in separate houses connected by a bridge.
Yes.
As all happy couples should be.
That full sentence.
Yeah. Yeah, but we just call him Bridge.
Yeah, we call him Bridge for short.
We call him Bridge for short.
Yeah, really good. Really good dog.
Really good.
Coach?
Well, I'm in a absolutely lifeless room right now. There's not a creature to be found, but the background on my phone is my niece, so I will give my creature report, which is that she is at the age of pre-toddlerdom, where she's like, she just seems like she's drunk all the time.
Yes.
And it's so awesome. Like, we'll get a video of her and it'll just be like, that is a hammered person. Like, that's like an adult drunk. Like, they put her in one of those like rolly things where like they stand, like supported stand, and then they can like roll, and she just like keeps knocking into stuff.
The ring of neglect?
Is that what we're calling it?
That's what I called it.
Well, I get a lot from you and Trevor. I'm constantly holding her and going, never shake a baby.
It's so
Never
fun
shake
to
a
hold
baby.
a baby and gently
Pop
bounce it up and down while saying, never shake a baby. Never shake a baby.
And she laughs. It's so cute. So I'll adopt anything from you too. Would you call it the something of...
The ring of neglect.
Yeah. She is just running into stuff, kind of nonstop.
I thought that those things were banned.
No, that's the movable jolly jumper is banned.
The ring of neglect doesn't move around?
I'm going to show you.
Okay, show us.
It can, but it's like sufficiently, it should be sufficiently big that it like can't just go through stairs.
Yeah, there's definitely something.
Or go through doorways and stuff. Oh, hell yeah.
She is hammered.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a drunk baby.
Oh, look how drunk that baby is.
That's not technically a ring of neglect.
Okay. Well, good. I'm glad for my sister-in-law and brother's sake. I'm thrilled.
So those are the kind of thing that was banned. But the reason they were banned is because you have to supervise the baby in it, which your siblings are very clearly doing. You just have
they're
to
taking
be
videos.
But people were like putting their babies in and leaving them, like to go do something, and it's like, well, but then the baby will like.
I can't imagine. Go places.
People then they'll have a baby's day out, and as we all know, baby's day out is illegal.
The thing about babies is that
they're always trying to do a crime.
They're so resilient, and they're mostly made of rubber,
They really
except
are.
when they're not.
I was talking with a friend about baby skulls the other day.
Okay.
You know, Hannah and their friends just get together and talk about those juicy baby skulls.
Yum, yum. Because you know that when you're born, you already have all of your
teeth.
Juvenile and adult teeth.
Yeah.
You're born with all of them already. So if you like x-ray a baby's skull, it's like full of teeth. It's like all teeth.
awful.
And it's like your full-size adult teeth, like in your tiny baby skull. So it's like a high ratio of tooth to skull. But then baby skulls are also like kind of soft still, right?
Yes.
That's like
Yeah.
part like
Otherwise
they're
they
not
can't
so
get out.
So it's like sort of a soft clay full of teeth.
It's so awful.
Yeah. That's disgusting.
I love it so much.
Of course you do. Tim Burton and Helena Bonham Carter were married and their houses were connected by a bridge dog. This is totally your jam.
It's completely my jam. I know I was talking about this because there was a really cute baby at a reading that I was at last week who I was like participating in the effort of keeping distracted while his mom was reading because he was like very upset about the fact that he could hear her voice but wasn't allowed to be with her.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like,
understood,
you know, trying to keep this baby happy. And then
you're like, you've got a lot of teeth.
He was so cute.
You got a lot of teeth.
And I was like, are you an Unheimlich horror? Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
So good.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Delightful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we have to move on to our next segment. We just have to,
Thank
because we've got to
goodness.
give the people at least 2.
Okay.
And I would like to remind you all of Mailbag Sampler.
Ooh.
Mailbag Sampler,
Oh.
which brings out my Midwestern accent more than any other phrase, which is when we take a question from our mailbag spreadsheet. We have a form that you can submit questions for Hannah and Marcel to answer in our monthly bonus Q&A that's on Patreon. But we're giving you like a little taste.
Yeah. We've decided to rename the mailbag.
Yeah, please.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, sorry. We call it the spreadsheet now
Because the posties are on strike.
because we like to be materially accurate.
Totally.
And because the posties are on strike. And
Understood.
so we don't want
Understood.
to.
We don't want to be scabbing.
Totally. Okay. This is the spreadsheet. This is typically for the spreadsheet because that's not confusing. Fabulous.
Yeah, no,
we
people are
had-
going to love it and definitely know what we're talking about.
Okay, here is a question from Froggy on Hunger Games and grievability.
Is it the one about abortion?
No.
Okay, good. Then no, we haven't done it.
Okay, so if this question hits your ears and you're like, I don't know what they're talking about, go back and listen to our Hunger Games episode. So Froggy says, hi, me again. Hey, Froggy.
Hey, Froggy.
Can a life render itself ungrievable? I'm thinking of specific people who, through their actions, have made us celebrate their death. People for me like Rush Limbaugh, where I remember a conversation with a young Irish person after the death of the Queen. But listening to your episode on the inherent value of a human life made me wonder, am I bad for being glad? Thank you for all your hard work. Well, I could say right off the bat, no.
No,
No.
not at all. And I think there's a huge difference between celebrating the death of someone who has done bad things and like celebrating their suffering.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and I'm just thinking this out loud right now, but like going back to the Hunger Games, we're talking about like actually like watching and being entertained by gladiators in the ring, right? And enjoying that spectacle of suffering.
Yeah.
And that's totally different from waking up to the news that, oh, Rob Ford has died. Like, thank God. That guy sucked. That's
Being
awesome.
like, this person who was actively causing harm is not going to be in a position to cause harm anymore.
ever.
I think that it's also important to distinguish between you personally not grieving when somebody dies and a person being rendered ungrievable or rendering themselves ungrievable, because ungrievability is like a political category. It's not an individual category. And so, I think the most interesting, when we're thinking about grievability, the most illustrative examples are always going to be the really divisive ones, or the ones where it's like so obvious how grievability is political. Like, I did an episode of Secret Feminist Agenda way back about, do you remember, Marcel, when there was that bus crash in the prairies and like
I do.
a whole hockey team died, like a bunch of high school kids
Yeah.
died, and it was like a national state of mourning was called. Like, it was like everybody has to mourn these guys.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, okay, so it was like a bunch of young white men whose lives were spoken about in terms of lost potential,
Mm-hmm.
and whose grievability was so obviously politically inflected.
Mm-hmm.
And people were like, hey, maybe we should pause for a moment here and consider why their lives are so grievable, but the Indigenous youth who are dying every day don't get a national state of emergency, don't get flags hung at half-mast. And then that became really, right? Because then you get people being like, you're politicizing this death. And it's like, I'm not politicizing this death. I'm pointing out that death and grief are political, which is what the concept of grievability does, is like point out to us that death and grief are political.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're seeing that in a really, really intense and obvious way in the States right now around the death,
Mm-hmm.
right? That like his grievability has become an enormous flashpoint that the authoritarian right is like hinging on really hard,
Mm-hmm.
is like essentially trying to make it mandatory to grieve him,
Mm-hmm.
because rendering his life more grievable than others has a political valence to it.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like less, I think, like that person was so bad that they rendered themselves ungrievable, and more like what are the politics of, particularly of public grief, that I think sort of like gets at, for me, what the concept of grievability, like what the work that it does for us, or like look at, you know, what's happening in Israel and Palestine right now with the hostage exchange, right? The 10 hostages from Israel, which, like, you know, there's 10 lives, like those people matter.
20
lives.
20, right? Yeah.
And their families have been living in a horrifying limbo for 2 years. Like, I can't imagine that experience. And there's, I think, 10,000 Palestinians still imprisoned in Israel. So, like, when we think about these scales and the way that sort of grievability functions, yeah, I think it's a lot of pressure on yourself to be like, you should feel equally sad for every single person. And if you're relieved that Rush Limbaugh has died, you're a monster. I think that's being a bit hard on yourself.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I don't think it's a moral failing to be like, oh, this person who like dedicated their career to actively harming me and my community, to be like, whew, all right, maybe I'm slightly less in danger now. It's like, it's okay to feel relief at that.
Oh, I was gonna say, I also just think, like, as a personal practice, to speak to Froggy, like, I also think it sometimes helps to, when I get caught in that thinking, to be like, what am I celebrating? Like, what, like, get really specific about, like, what am I feeling relief around?
Yeah.
Because then I usually feel like it's actually extremely values aligned. Like Hannah was just saying, it's like,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I'm relieved that this person may not have as much influence as they did, or, you know, they're not in a position of power, whatever the thing is. And it's actually like, oh, it gets collapsed into like, oh, I'm celebrating this death. And it's like, well, sure, maybe. And also what is underneath it that you're actually feeling relief around. And then it's not as complicated. But social media will flatten those things into guilt. So get offline. This is the other thing I would say. Talk to your friends. Your friends probably aren't making you feel bad for being happy when Rush Limbaugh dies.
Take these big feelings to the woods and whisper them to a tree.
Or to the streets.
Or to the streets.
Or to the streets. Okay, well, that is all we have time for in part 1 of this material concerns. But
Oh, we are doing a part 2. Holy. Okay.
yeah,
Bye.
we gotta.
Yeah.
We gotta.
Time to
So
go.
if you want to join us over on patreon.com/ohwitchplease for part 2, please do. I will just do our quick thanks to our team. Thanks, as always, to Auto Syndicate for the use of their song Shopping Mall, and to the whole Witch Please Productions team, Gabby Iori, Zoe Mix, Malika Gumpankum, and oh, it's me. I'm the last one. And me, RDP. Thanks so much for supporting the show. We do it because you're here. So thank you. And see you in part 2.
See you over there.
See you.
All